MKBHD here, and this is the best Android tablet out right now, and it looks like it's from the future or something. Like if you show this to someone 15 years ago, they would think it's impossible. Like it's this impossibly thin, 1.6 pound powerful media machine with speakers that somehow fill a room, a massive battery, and an entire desktop computer interface inside. I mean, it's so thin you'd swear you could just snap it in half super easily, which I'm not gonna try it, but someone keep this thing away from Zach. So this is the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. So yes, there is a Galaxy Tab S8 and a Tab S8 Plus, both of them far more reasonable, far less expensive, and most importantly, smaller. But you know what? There's a real interest in huge tablets like this, mega tablets, because there is an actual benefit to tablets that are this big. I would know, because I've been using this one. And the benefits of this massive, nearly 15-inch screen are for media watching, gaming, multitasking, and of course the huge canvas for the stylus. They're all very real. Now we're working with a 16:10 aspect ratio at 2960 by 1848 resolution, which sounds really high. In person, it's not the sharpest thing I've ever seen just because it's so huge. So it checks out to about 240 ppi, and if you get close enough, with this pixel arrangement, you can actually start to see the soft edges of some text and icons and things like that, but it's definitely not a problem at all for normal viewing distances. We don't actually usually hold these huge tablets while we're using them. Like sometimes you do, sure, maybe you're leaning back on the couch, holding it up, watching a video, maybe typing something out real quick, but actually most of the time we're using the tablet, we're sitting it down somewhere. It's like propped up or it's in a folio case. I don't think my iPad Pro has left its folio case in like a year. So then the battery life is okay. So it has a surprisingly large 11,200 milliamp hour battery in here, despite being so thin, but it also has a huge screen. So it evens out. I was getting about 8 hours of screen on time on a heavy day, which is a bit more than a really good phone, but you definitely do still have to charge it at the end of a heavy day if you use it a lot. But if you use it occasionally, you know, the standby time is excellent. It can last you several days. I just have a feeling if you're spending this much on a tablet convertible thing, you're gonna wanna actually get a lot of use out of it. Now, I'm not even gonna pretend to be an artist who can take advantage of the differences between this and the Apple Pencil versus others, but here are some things that I definitely did notice. So number one, this pen still charges on the back of the tablet here in only this specific orientation, which is kind of easy to scrape off and get knocked off if you move around too much, which is unfortunate. But what's funny is they did make a case, this book cover case, and you can see it has a little indentation here. So if you slap it on the back, it actually holds the pen in place if you align everything just right. So it's charging and can be accessed like that. Cool. The other thing is it actually does now attach magnetically to the top, but it doesn't charge there. So that's a good place to leave it temporarily, I guess, if you're going back and forth between using it and not using it. But yeah, if it doesn't charge there, don't forget about it. At least you have the option. So if it sounds like I like this tablet a lot, it's because I do. I really like this. I think this is the best Android tablet out right now. And it's even gonna be getting better. They said they were gonna add, they're working on adding LumaFusion to the Galaxy Store, which is that video editing app on tablets, which could make it even more powerful. So then do I recommend it? Well, you gotta know what you want. And if you were looking for a tablet that actually fits the Ultra name, this is the first one that actually does it. The huge screen is kind of unrivaled in any other tablet. And then it's so capable with DeX and with all this other stuff they've built in that it's actually genuinely one of the most versatile computers you can get.